In the turn of events that seems to change the whole game for the Oni of Ife's palace, Ooni of Ife has actually finally decided to hand over Ojaja Mall, Lekki, that is Abraham Adesanya, to Olori Naomi. This is good news for all of us. Hello, everyone, and welcome to D&Z TV. At D&Z TV, we are here to update you with everything that is happening at the palace of the Oni of Ife and also the royal family. The entertainment space in general gets information from the best place, which is D&Z TV. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, this is the opportunity for you to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification button, comment and like this video. So my people, it is a known fact that everybody seems to be wanting to struggle one or two things from the Oni himself. As a matter of fact, a time comes in the life of every big man when they notice and know that of a truth something is happening, something is going the way they don't understand. Big men always try to see how they actually create their will. You know, by creating their will, they tend to want to prepare themselves in case of any eventuality. They will not be taken by surprise. So, right about now, in the wake of this, the Oni of Ife has decided to actually um, understand himself and know what he needs to do. So, what he has actually decided to do is to will put some of his things to his different wives so that each person will begin to know that, okay, this is your jurisdiction, this is not your jurisdiction. And I think one of the best things that the Oni has been able to do this time around is to see that he has been able to wheel or judge a mall that is at Lekki. You know, for those of you who live in Lagos axis, there is an Ojaja mall at Lekki. So the Oni has actually decided to will this particular Ojaja mall to Queen Naomi, you know, as his own parting gift. As a matter of fact, this is actually a welcome development. Yes, it is a welcome development because for all of us who have been following this case for a very, very long time now, you could agree and attest with me that Naomi has actually suffered enough. Yes, Naomi has actually suffered enough. Naomi has actually passed through so much predicament that it's only those who are close who really, really know and understand what this woman has passed through. So if the Oni now decides to allow Naomi to take possession of Ojaja Mall, then I think it's a good thing at the good direction. Yes, a good thing at a good direction in the sense that right now Naomi is going to have something to fall back to because a lot of people seem not to understand, a lot of people seem not to comprehend, a lot of people seem not to know the mind of the Oni. And if you cannot stay with someone and you do not understand the mind of his spouse towards the person, so it now becomes a very difficult and dicey issue. Oni has actually taken this bold step to hand over Ojaja more to Queen Naomi. It now behoves on us that the Oni is actually really, really trying to do his best and put Naomi on the right pedestal. Because if you look at it very well, you know that the way these people have been fighting Naomi is actually very, very wrong. You know, they've been doing so much. But you know what they normally say? When God wants to settle you, He's even going to make your enemies to like you. Just as right now, Naomi's enemies are beginning to like her. Naomi's enemies are all beginning to work for her own good. Naomi's enemies, just as a matter of fact, know that it does not take time, but what does it do? It takes God. It takes God because um, it takes God because one is one is put in a place of goodwill, he's actually uh, expected to anticipate the things that are going to come their way. And once you find yourself in a situation like this, when you find yourself in a situation where you 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 are being given your real um you're being given your worth, you now realize that, as a matter of fact, people will always come around, people will always um try to demystify what you're bound to do. So it's actually a good thing that, not minding the fact that they have been having a lot of issues, finally um the Oni has actually taken the right step at the right time. And if this happens, and if this goes the way it is being planned, then of a truth, everybody will just begin to align and fall in place. And all the while, all what people have been craving for, all what people have been advocating for, is for the Oni to give a listening ear to Queen Naomi's pleas. So for the Oni now to make up his mind that the Ojaja Mall belongs to Naomi, I think the Oni finally has been able to understand his place. He has actually been able to know that Naomi is someone that should be properly cared for. You know, Naomi is someone that should be properly cared for. Naomi should be given a listening ear. Naomi should be taken seriously, unlike before, where people will all just begin to look at her as if she's an outcast. She is actually not an outcast. She is a legitimate wife of the Oni of Ife. They might have had their own issues, they might have had their own problems. There is actually no marriage without issues and without problems. But all in all, the Oni is actually beginning to understand the place of making sure that everybody is settled. So if he has actually been able to do this all this while, if he has actually been able to put all the women where they belong, I'm sure the problems they have been having and fighting in the palace could have drastically reduced. So congratulations on Naomi, as you're now the owner of Ojaja Mall, Lekki. Thank you, and see you some other time. Bye bye.